Well, hey there, folks. Bill O'Leary coming to you again this week, this Thursday, live as part of our Thirsty Thursday series. And if you've seen me before, you sort of know the exercise. If you're new, this is where I go live every week. And I talk about a different idea, topic, something of interest as it relates to what I do, which is I'm an estate planning lawyer, elder law attorney, and probate and trust lawyer. My firm is Legacy Planning Law Group in Jacksonville, Florida. So if you're thirsting for knowledge, you've come to the right place. Today's topic is what should you consider before scattering someone's ashes? So, look, don't need to tell you, saying goodbye to a loved one can be really hard. And making the final arrangements can sometimes be overwhelming. And knowing what you're allowed to do to fulfill your loved one's wishes is important. But not only important, it could be, again, somewhat convoluted and confusing. If the person that you lost wanted to be cremated and, let's say, have their ashes spread, you should know where you can scatter those ashes to make sure that putting your loved one to rest is done properly. The place that you choose to spread ashes can be very important because the rules for spreading ashes will be different depending on the type of location. The biggest sort of differentiator is whether the area that you are scattering the ashes is public or private. If it's public, you might be able to scatter the ashes really any way that you want, as long as you don't spread the remains in a place where others would use the space. So, for example, you wouldn't want to spread a family member's ashes, let's say, in a sandbox at a playground that others are going to use. Always be considerate. When spreading ashes in a public park, be considerate of others. Also, make sure that you have the appropriate permission. So, interesting story, just last year, the 2022 hockey NHL the playoffs, a hockey friend who lost his best friend and a friend who was a big hockey fan. Well, this person decided to spread some of their friends' ashes on the hockey ice rink. Not a good idea. He quickly learned that you can't pay tribute to a friend that way, and he ended up being banned from attending any hockey games for the rest of that season. Now, if you do get a property owner's permission, you can scatter the ashes on their property. But again, it's unlikely you're going to get permission to scatter the ashes at your favorite amusement park or maybe favorite sports stadium. You're probably not going to get that permission. Now, if you are thinking about spreading the ashes on private property, and if you get the proper permission, again, that location owner may have specific requirements. What about spreading them on the beach? You're going to need specific permission to spread the ashes on the beach. Many states, in fact, don't allow you to spread ashes on the shoreline. Well, what about out in the ocean? Well, that depends state by state. Some states you've got to go pretty far offshore. Interestingly, California only requires you to go 500 yards offshore. Can't be any closer than that. Also, if you want to spread your loved one's ashes at sea, understand that the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, the EPA, does have some regulations that deal with this. And so usually what the EPA is going to require that anything you put in the ocean has to decompose easily. So ashes, yes. Flowers, yes. The urn, no. That's really not going to work. So knowing what's allowed with respect to how best to lay your loved one's remains to rest will make a hard situation a little bit easier. So do the homework, do the research. Any way that you choose to honor your loved one is going to be a good idea. Just do it the right way. And again, spreading those ashes may help you heal and keep the memory alive. So hey, if you'd like to know a little bit more about the things you should consider before scattering a loved one's ashes, and maybe how we can help, we would love to talk to you. So what we will do is invite you to schedule a free 15-minute phone call with us. We call it our discovery call. It's a way to start the conversation. Scheduling is really easy. Just go to our website, legacyplanninglawgroup.com. Select the book your phone call button, takes you right to our booking calendar. Pick a day and time that works for you. Again, that call is free. If you like this video, I would ask that you like it. Better yet, please share it with your friends. Again, just trying to get the word out. Folks may not know much about this, and I think they could benefit from hearing it. If you want to hear about some other topics, we are creating more and more videos that we're putting up on our YouTube channel, Legacy Planning Law Group. So do please subscribe. So I hope you have enjoyed this talk about the things you should consider before spreading a loved one's ashes. I'm going to give another talk next Thursday, again, part of our Thirsty Thursday series. So if you're thirsting knowledge, we will quench your thirst. So Bill O'Leary, what I want to do is, on behalf of everybody here at my office, we call ourselves Team Legacy, I want to encourage you to go make it a great day and make it a better world.